Hi everyone, I'm Sabrah from Love English, your British University English teacher, and today I have an advanced vocabulary test for you. But this is going to be a great challenge and a great way to also learn some new vocabulary. Now I have made this quite hard, and this is because the last time I did a vocabulary test, which is up here if you want to see that at the end of this video, the last time I did one, you guys said, oh, it's quite easy, oh, it's easy, it's not challenging, it's not advanced. So I thought, okay, you want something hard? Here we go. So this one is a little bit harder. In fact, I have taken some of the questions from Cambridge exam papers and first certificate exam papers. Now for each question, guys, I am going to give you 3 options and then I will explain the correct answer. There are 12 questions, so good luck everybody. Don't forget, guys, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And if you would like to become more part of the Love English Club, you can support us on Patreon. Don't forget as well, guys, if you haven't, subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a lesson. Right, let's get going. So number 1 is, some people who have moved away or emigrated to another country like to return to their hometown or region to get back to their source, roots, or race. Source, roots, or race. What do you think this one could be? Okay guys, the correct answer is roots, to get back to their roots. So roots means our beginnings, and really this is a case of collocation. This is just what we say, this is what fits the best. Now it is important to explain the difference between roots and source. So roots, as we said, is the origin, the beginning. Source means the same, but it's used for different things. So we often talk about the source of the river, like where's the source of the river? Or where's the source of the information? The beginnings where we can trace something back to. So very similar, but it just doesn't make sense in this sentence here. We can also talk about the source of a product. For example, where did you source this kind of paper from? So it is similar to roots, but we just don't use them in the same way. Okay, number 2. Now this is a test of your knowledge of those horrible but essential phrasal verbs. The Highlands, about 2/3 of the land area of Scotland. The options are take up, take out, take over. Take up, take out, take over. Okay, so the answer here is take up. They take up. There are several meanings of the phrasal verb take up. I'm sure lots of you are already familiar with the meaning, which is to start a new hobby or activity. But here, take up actually means to take the space or to use the space. So if a lot of space is being used by something, you can say it's being taken up. For example, if you're sitting next to somebody on the sofa and they are taking a lot of room, you can say, move over, you're taking up too much space. Yeah? Or all your stuff is on the table, it's taking up too much space. Okay guys, number 3. This is a test of your knowledge of linking words, particularly the grammar. So that will give you a little clue. So number 3 is, England is a great country. The weather. England is a great country. The weather. So the options here are despite or although. Despite or although. So the answer here is despite. Despite the weather. Now, quick grammar lesson. Although needs to be used with a verb phrase. So we could say, although the weather is bad, for example. England is a great country, although the weather is bad. But if we want to use despite and in spite of can be used with a noun, with a phrase that starts with the fact that, or a gerund. What's a gerund, guys? So hopefully, guys, you will remember that a gerund is a verb in the ing form which behaves like a noun. Number 4, she is under no that she will get the promotion. She knows that it's already been promised to someone else. So the options here are illusion, deception, or expectation. Which sounds the most correct? So the answer is illusion. This is really a fixed phrase, to be under no illusion. We don't say to be under no deception. We definitely don't say to be under no expectation. So an illusion is really a wrong perception of reality, but a deception is a lie. Something has deceived you. So there's a difference in meaning there. So number 5, think about what makes the most sense in this sentence. For many employees, their interest in work does not beyond their 9 to 5 jobs. For many employees, their interest in work does not beyond their 9 to 5 jobs. So the options here are widen, spread, or extend. Widen, spread, or extend. So the answer is in fact extend. Again, this is a fixed phrase. Something does not extend beyond something else. We mean it doesn't go beyond this. Their interest in work does not go beyond them being there from 9 till 5. As soon as they are out the door, they are not interested in work anymore. Extend really means that it becomes bigger or becomes wider, but just to a certain point, whereas spread indicates the continuation of something, so something continuing to get wider. It suggests a little bit more activity, whereas extend just often means to a certain point. Okay, number 6. I think this one is the easiest one, so we'll have a little bit of a break with this one. We didn't used to take dirt and germs as we do now. It was just a fact of life. Now the options here are serious, concern, or seriously. Serious, concern, or seriously. So the correct answer is in fact seriously. We didn't used to take dirt and germs as seriously as we do now. Here we need the adverb. The other two are not adverbs. One is a noun, a concern, and serious is an adjective. But here we're talking about how we take something. We're using the verb, and so we need an adverb. Okay, number 7. This is again testing your knowledge of those linking words. There are many ways to improve your English fluency. Immersion. There are many ways to improve your English fluency. Immersion. So the options here are likewise, besides, or otherwise. So have a think about that, guys. So the correct answer here is in fact besides. Besides is an addition word. It's like saying and. For example, you could say, there are many places to go and study English besides England, meaning as well as England. So it's an addition word. Now, if you got confused with likewise, likewise means similarly. Similarly. So it's like saying, and now I'm saying a similar point. But I'm not saying and, I'm just saying a similar point. So there's a difference between those two. Otherwise really means under other circumstances, in a different situation, or differently, in another way. So for example, we might say, normally it's very healthy to eat fruit and vegetables, unless your doctor suggests otherwise. Or you could say, remember to brush your teeth, otherwise you'll have smelly breath. Number 8, I'd better leave now. I don't want to, my welcome. So the options here are go off, run down, or wear out. Go off, run down, or wear out. So the correct answer is in fact wear out. If we wear something out, we exhaust it or we tire it, so it's almost finished. So the person is saying, I don't want to finish my welcome. I don't want my welcome to end. So I'd better leave now before the period of me being welcome ends. So that is basically the meaning. Number 9. It is important to between a fear and a phobia. It is important to between a fear and a phobia. So the options are distinguish, choose, or select. So the answer is, of course, distinguish. Distinguish. It's important to distinguish, meaning tell the difference, be able to differentiate between the two. You could also use differentiate here as well. That would make sense. Choose is where I have a choice, so I'm choosing between them. For example, chocolate or donut. I'll choose the donut, please. Selection is similar to choose. We would select something from a fixed selection, whereas choose, there can be multiple choices, whereas selection, there is just a set number of choices, like chocolates in a chocolate box. Okay, number 10. I am so to have such loving parents who helped me with my education. I am so to have such loving parents that helped me with my education. So the options here are blessed, delighted, or buzzing. Blessed, delighted, or buzzing. I think, guys, that you're clever enough that we can delete the third option. I don't think we would be buzzing. Buzzing, of course, means super happy, over the moon if we're buzzing about something. It's quite an extreme way to say that we're happy, because we're literally saying we're so excited, we're almost like a bee, we're buzzing away. But here, the correct choice would be blessed. So we're blessed. Now, the reason we don't choose delighted is, again, it's just really that it doesn't make as much sense. So really, when we're talking about things where we feel that we are very lucky, we will often say that we feel blessed or that this is a blessing. When we're talking about being delighted, it's where something has pleased us greatly, and so we feel delighted, we feel joyful. But we're not talking about how lucky we are. We're not talking about the fact that this has come like a gift to us. Okay, only 2 more to go. So this one is, John is now a rich man as he a lot of money recently. John is now a rich man as he a lot of money recently. The options here are went through, came into, used up. Went through, came into, used up. So the correct answer, guys, is in fact came into. He came into money. And we just use this phrasal verb to talk about inheriting money or getting money, which is a little bit unexpected. Went through and used up, of course, these mean that the person has actually spent the money. So if I say, oh, I've gone through all my savings, I can't believe I've gone through all my savings, this means I have spent them, the money is gone. Number 12, the last one, everybody, we are almost there. I think this job may be out of I just don't have enough experience. I think this job may be out of I just don't have enough experience. So the options here are realm, league, expertise. So the answer here, guys, is league. I think it's out of my league. This is a collocation. If we say something is out of our league, we mean we think it's out of our area. Yes, our category in which we think things are possible for us, in which we think things are compatible with us. So we can actually talk about a person being out of our league. For example, somebody who we think is better looking or more intelligent, or in some ways we perceive them as being better than us, then we would say, I think they're out of my league. For example, sadly, Ryan Gosling, I think he's out of my league. So realm means world or area. Certainly in medieval times, the realm meant the kingdom. So it meant the country, the kingdom, for the protection of the realm, for example. Again, it just doesn't fit. The right phrase is that it's out of my league. Okay, everyone, that is the end of our advanced vocabulary test today. Please leave me your score below. I'm very curious to see how you got on with this test. Okay, everyone, I'll see you very soon again on Love English. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it. Bye-bye.